Hello again, my friends, and welcome back to Myths and Mischief, where I like to explore the good, the bad, and the ugly of modern literature. Today, I would like to examine a very dark theory about everyone's favorite boy from Neverland, Peter Pan. It is a personal favorite of mine, but I recently discovered that it may or may not hold an underlying message beneath all of the pixie dust. Now, Neverland has appeared in various media over the last hundred or so years, so if you have managed to miss it, then shame on you. Anyway, let's give a recap. Imagine an island suspended among the stars, residents seemingly adrift on the edge of life and death. J.M. Barrie, the author of The Boy Who Wouldn't Grow Up, described Neverland as being near the stars of the Milky Way, potentially to recreate a heaven or nirvana or the afterlife, but it's all seen through the eyes of a child. Throughout history, the in-between places have always been referred to as a dream realm or the underworld, maybe a place for those who might see the afterlife as a place of punishment. This is the place that Peter Pan lived, where he could run and frolic with his lost boys forever. But be careful, because Barrie also warned that the lost boys would be thinned out when showing signs of aging. It kind of makes you wonder if Peter was maybe less a savior of the lost and forgotten children, and maybe a grim reaper that was guiding their souls to the afterlife. One might also lean a little further towards this assumption if they knew Barrie's tragic history and the loss of his brother David, which was a loss that he never quite forgot or got over. That loss definitely seems to have seeped into the story making of Peter Pan, making the character less of a carefree boy and more of a childish angel of death to comfort those who have died young. Peter's smile is another reminder of Barrie's grief, as it is just one more comparison to his brother. Peter is described as friendly yet mischievous, possibly as a distraction from the purpose of ferrying souls to the afterlife. Consider the concept that, with the help of pixie dust, a kind and genuine act, Peter carried the children into the stars, guiding them to their final home. But none of that is the point of this video, because interestingly enough, not every lost boy who grew up was thinned out. Several are said to have managed to escape Peter and Neverland. Some have said to be able to return to the real world and were able to grow up, though not without serious trauma consequences. Those who managed to escape and return to Neverland as adults were labeled as pirates. They were fueled by rebellious spirit, probably a pinch of darkness, and they specifically sought revenge against Peter Pan. Supposedly, Captain Hook is believed to be the first who escaped, which would explain his familiarity with Pan, because he probably saw some of his own friends being thinned out and ran for his life. For me, this changes Hook's villain story just a little bit, because he could be painted in a little bit of a different light. Something like, instead of absolute evil, maybe a survivor with a reason to hold a grudge against the person who tortured him. It also definitely makes me rethink the whole crocodile thing, because maybe Peter was using the clock as like a tracking device? I don't know. I could be just spitballing here. But please tell me your thoughts. What do you think of the Disneyfication of yet another dark and creepy tale? And as always, make sure you subscribe so you never miss the mischief.